All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Orlando Kart Center. Tonight it is our final night of this great season of League of Legends. This in particular race is round 15 out of 16, so we will have another race coming up shortly. We have, of course, our two normal categories, our rentals and our speedies. Everyone is still getting set up to get racing, so right near us is the track that we are now going to walk on, because we have a different layout here for us tonight. I'll now be showing you guys this straightaway that normally is cut off for this close hairpin is being opened up tonight, which is going to allow us for some very high speeds. All right, that just said 2 minutes to get going, so that means I got 2 minutes to show everyone what is going on. So yeah, normally here on the track, that little area that is open is normally closed, which allows this to be the normal hairpin. However, right here, it is extended, and this will allow speedies to pass the rentals probably much easier, but will also require the drivers to getting it sorted. And of course, we are 1 to 2 minutes to go green in qualifying, which will then set us up for our race. Oh yeah. I mean, nice fun atmosphere here tonight. We have, of course, our championship leader, Daniel Wolf. However, I believe in the standings he was pretty close to Jason Hollycross for the rental championship. For the speed championship, I'm not quite sure. However, I'm sure that Damien is leading that because he has been stellar this season. As we wait to get fully underway, I can barely zoom in, but we can see those last couple of speedy drivers getting settled into their carts. Wow, the zoom's in a lot. There are our rental drivers, and on the track, there are still the same amount of like corners and turns and such. Just this long straightaway has been lengthened a bit, which cuts off down there. So I am going to make my way over to the start-finish straight. Someone that is joining has a fantastic night so far. We're here to make it just a little bit more exciting. So yeah, normally we wouldn't be able to see too many carts here, but we're going to be seeing drivers right there and here on the start-finish straight. I apologize for it being so bouncy. I'm trying to keep my camera straight, but I believe, yes, that is one of our drivers right there. You can barely see him. I'm going to put my finger there, right there. Boop, boop. It's one of our guys lined up, getting ready to head out of the pits and onto the track. So of course, this is turn 1, followed by turn 2, then 3, down to 4 and 5, and then 6, and then that long straightaway. Wait, excuse me. Now is not time for a track breakdown because we now have carts out on track and we will be able to see them go down this extra long straightaway. As they're starting to get some temperature into these tires. We're going to back up a little bit. I don't want to... Oh, we have a stick from one of our speedies. So yeah, these drivers are not used to this layout. We hardly ever bust it out. Mostly only for special events like endurance races, but I thought here tonight, for the last race of the league, might as well. As always, we are quite literally in the middle of it. So these speedy drivers, right now is a great opportunity for them to get a good lap time while they are not getting impeded by these rentals. They're of course out on the track at the same time, not necessarily fighting each other, but still having to work their way around each other for position. Qualifying will last for another couple of minutes, probably 8 to 10 more minutes, at which point the drivers will line up to receive their times and then get the race underway. We have a little booth done there. So all of these turns that we're positioned here with are great spots to overtake. You can see a couple of people battling it out right there. Lovely stuff to see, lovely stuff to see. And of course, as I was just mentioning, these speedy drivers are going to have to start making their way through the pack. Right as I say that, a speedy driver collected a rental, both going into the wall, but it looks like they both got going once again. So, that is not what either of them want to see. There it is, 4 minutes left for qualifying. Let me zoom in, I don't think that y'all can see it. No, you can't. Alright, take my word for it. We got 4 minutes left to qualify. In that amount of time, with around 50 to 60 cars out on track. Okay. Maybe they might have an issue with their cars, they might have to come in. Anywho, with around 4 to 3 minutes now left, these 50 to 60 drivers out here on track are going to have to make up as much time as they can. They rumble past down on the start-finish straight. With it still being the extended layout, the track is still, I believe, 13 turns. Just a little bit of extra distance to cover. There are technical changes this week. Oh, wow, that was sassy. Really that distance on that long hairpin. There's Damien in the red suit, white helmet. I believe the championship leader for Speedy Lights. Probably should have checked the standings before I went live, but you know, we'll do that for round 16 coming up later. It's so cool being able to see moves done at that hairpin and the drivers being, oh wow, we've got a spin. As I mentioned that, right behind the one thing blocking my view. But it's great to be able to see the drivers on that hairpin and coming down this start-finish straight. Really kind of opens up the possibilities not only for me recording, but of these drivers being able to make some good overtakes here tonight. I was giving them all the thumbs up. No one gave one back. My feelings aren't hurt. It's okay. All right, let's see how much time we got left. 1 minute 30. These guys have got to hurry up. Hopefully they would have already been hurrying up. That's what the other 4 minutes were for, eh? That driver there has a good gap, being able to maintain for qualifying. These guys have kind of found themselves in a group of drivers. They'll be losing time trying to fight. There's another guy spins down there at turn 5, I believe. Turn 4, turn 5, that's what this little sequence is. I just always forget which one's which. Everything's still going good down at that hairpin. We also have some pretty nasty wind here tonight. As you can see, the flagpole, it is whipping. I don't really think too much of a high chance of rain. I think that we are A-okay. Of course, if it does rain, it'll be fine, but I don't think it will tonight. I think that we're doing just fine. As someone spun a little bit there at that hairpin. Oh yeah, so it did definitely spin at that hairpin. As more drivers come in. Oh wow. With just a little bit of extra time left, that is going to hurt all of those guys involved. And that is it for qualifying. As I was just talking about, checkered flag is out. All these guys will begin to slow down and line up to get their times. There and get another view. Some drivers have already eased off for their last couple of laps. And more just rumbling at full speed, trying to get the last moment of time that they can out on track before they have to line up to get their qualifying time. Speaking of getting qualifying times, that is what everyone is now up to. Since I don't want to be counted out, let's go ahead and go see what they're doing. So yeah, the way that we do qualifying here is we of course have that 8 to 10 minute long session. However, the way that we get the drivers in their proper spots is that we have them line up down here at turn 13, where they then receive their time after we've printed out and collected all the data. So we can go down here, start seeing people come to the grid once they get their time and they start to figure it out. As the last few guys come to line up, you can see what's going on down here. All right, so of course those speedy drivers in those lighter, more powerful carts are gonna line up in front of the rentals, unless something weird happens, which probably won't. As we have our pole sitter for the speedies, driver number 313, followed by 702. Pierce Karting in the 703, followed then by Speedy, as he is on Instagram, the 704. 706 driver, 707 driver. My question is, what has happened to Damien? Our routine pole sitter, two-time race winner last week. There are 2 races per week. Something weird must have happened for him, because he is not even qualified in the top 5, maybe not even in the top 8. I wasn't really counting. As he now goes to line up on the grid. I wonder if he possibly had a car issue, or if something just was not right out there on track. Couldn't get it hooked up or something along those lines, but I bet that we will find out in this race what happens. Now, as the last couple of our speedies, oh no, rental guys have started to line up. That is Jason Hollycross. I believe he was in the hunt for the championship. At least it's been stellar when he has been here, but I don't think that he's attended all the races, so I don't actually know if he's in too much of a shot. They're lining up in second for the rentals, however, I believe is our championship leader, Daniel Wolf. He's been to pretty much all the races here this season. Won a couple, I believe, been on the podium for a lot as well. Let's go ahead and go start saying hi to people. Get waves from the drivers. Saying hi to everyone. Don't want to get too much in the way though. So since these speedy guys have lined up in front, those tires are going to start to get cold, which makes turn 1 a little bit extra testy because they have to get warmed back into those tires as the race gets underway. It's Jason Hollycross, our rental pole sitter, just lounges in the back. That's how you want to be when you're starting up front, nice and relaxed. So we have a couple of our other trackside workers here with us, a photographer and one of our other marshals. All right, let me ask kind of a silly question. Is it all right before they go to be on the track and go down the middle? Didn't last week it was okay, but I just want to ask. Do you want me to stay along the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask him.
All right, it's no problem if not. All right, just making sure. Sorry? Oh yeah, on YouTube. Oh yeah. There it is. Yeah, we're getting some confirmation, seeing what we can, what we can't do. Never hurts to ask. As more and more of these drivers line up, we have a couple of moments, a couple of minutes to kill as we wait. Some other fun facts, our speedy drivers, they normally go around 50, 55 miles an hour. I believe that the engines that they are running are all 4 strokes. I don't believe that there are any 2 strokes in here. I believe that there's some Tillisons. You guys are into the owner side of things. And then back for our rentals, they're a bit heavier, harder compound tires relative to the speedy carts. Those guys go around 40, 45 or so miles an hour. Still nothing to scoff at, as all these guys are trying to go for the win. Now Daniel Wolf, I'm not really sure what his game plan is. Of course, he's leading the championship. I do not know how much by, though. He may try and take it a little bit slow going into turn 1, not wanting to get caught out. However, of course, does not want to get caught napping either. Don't worry, the checkered flag doesn't mean that the race is already over. So yeah, the race is around 15 to 20 minutes or so long, depending on how much time we have. Oh, okay. Wait, what's up? Oh, he's coming? Okay. Is that okay?
It's my first day here, so.
Oh, hi, I'm Stuart. Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. I do just pretty much the live streams and stuff. I'm on OKC's YouTube right now. I was doing the Instagram last week. I believe that this will be our grid walk. I don't think that we're going to do that other thing that I was talking about. Hold on. I was messing up the frame there a little bit. It's alright. You guys up here in front for the rental. Getting some waves. Oh yeah. We go down our rental order. Get waves from everyone. Little thumbs up, we'll take it. A dab. Yeah. Love to see it. Mr. Sparkly helmet. Nice to see that. The last couple of guys line up. Oh yeah. Waves from everyone. Alright. In just a moment here, I'm gonna go back to get parties from everyone else. Alright. Good luck to all these drivers. I'm gonna go ahead and get back in my spot, as it is shaky central, but it's okay. Looks like the 706 driver has had an issue. Maybe his cart stalled out on the grid. Hate to see that. Hopefully one of our guys will be able to help him. However, he's always a little bit spicy trying to get started back, as the 706 gets some help. Sorry? Oh. Alright, it's no problem. I'll figure it out for the next one. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Alright. As those last couple of rentals line up, we are ready to go racing here in just a couple of moments. So thank you again for everyone who's watching. Maybe watching on the replay, getting going for the race. That is everyone lined up. Screenshotted. Alright. As they continue to help out those stalled speedies, as I was mentioning, they have to wait a little bit on the grid, and that can cool down their tires, that can cool their engine down enough to make them stall sometimes. Of course, not what they want, but it happens. It's even happened to me one time in a rental, and I had to get help on the grid, but we got it all figured out. As we are ready to go racing for our second to last session here at Orlando Kart Center for the League of Legends Season 1 2023 Championship. Our drivers are ready. The lights are on. But the lights are out. way to a mostly clean getaway here on track. And Daniel Wolf has taken the lead, a championship leader for the rentals. Everyone continues to fight for position coming into the session. Daniel already has a pretty decent lead to second. A perfect start for him and his championship hopes. As we've had another spin from one of our rentals, he's going to be starting down the order. As I believe our pole sitter continues to take it from the Speedies. Damien's still down there towards the back. Not what he hopes to see for his championship hopes. As our line of rentals come down that other straight. Some of the drivers are right here. Overall, I'd say a pretty good getaway from all of our drivers. No incidents that I saw, at least, for the Speedies. And only one or two for the rentals, which is pretty great, especially with how many people are out on track, as Daniel continues to extend his lead from the rest of the pack. However, Jason Ollicross has dropped down a couple of positions, already back in second, and hoping to gain some easy time. And I bet that he will begin to start gaining on Daniel because he was our pole sitter here tonight and looks pretty good with that cart. My shadow says hello. I see it right there. Now, as these rentals start to come back on this straight, I do want to see what the gap is between Daniel and Jason. Already between one lap of racing, that gap has already started to come down. And Jason has already started to separate himself from the rest of the field. That is going to be a good battle for our race lead. As it looks like our 709 driver seems to have a little issue coming into turn 6. It looks like he'll break it away from the rest of the Speedy pack. Oh, as we've had a wreck by the looks of it, down at the flagpole. 2 or 3 drivers involved, not what they hoped for. One guy's still facing the wrong way, but it looks like they got going again. Yikes, yikes, yikes. As there's still close racing up and down the field here on League of Legends. Yeah, it looks like that 706 driver leading up the rear of all the rest of these Speedies may have a car issue or something along the lines of that because he's going pretty slow. No offense. Just saying what I'm seeing. Wow! As that gap between Daniel and Jason is practically gone after Daniel had such a good start. That gap's gone. Jason is on the hunt already for the lead of the race. As Daniel takes a pretty defensive approach going into turn 5. Gets a pretty good run out of it. However, Jason's going to have a run back at him down at turn 6. And side by side going in. Daniel goes in a little bit late. Jason may have gotten the switchback on him. But Daniel still defends his race lead, and I believe he still has it. Great defensive driving by him. As one of our drivers seems to have had another issue waving down another driver that seems to bump him on corner entry. As a result, bumping him on entry, got the pass done. However, that is pretty controversial, and we have it on camera. As Jason and Daniel still are battling for the lead. Daniel in that yellow helmet still currently in front. However, Jason is definitely wanting to change that, and it may change right now. As they almost go side by side, bumping down the main straight. Daniel goes in a little bit deep. Jason trying to follow him around the outside, did not make it stick. And of course, as a result of fighting, the rest of the top 5 has caught up to them. So third place is right on the rear of our leaders as Jason Polycross gets it done, and Daniel gets eaten up by the driver who's in third. And fourth place, Daniel has lost the lead and is falling off the podium, and only around 3 corners. A nightmare beginning of this lap for Daniel Wolf. Of course though, he just needs to be trying to score points. No silly moves by him, because he is of course our championship leader. So he's still just trying to play it safe. Of course he does not want to wreck out, as he has now regained third position, but still nothing like that lead that he was having of a gap upwards of 4 or so seconds. Still a nightmare sequence of events for Daniel, as we're going to see them all come back onto our main straight. But still a fantastic fight for the lead here tonight, as Jason's already starting to capitalize on that. A slight lead has been formed. Give himself a second. Whoa, as we've had a spin right in front of us, and the leaders are going to be coming up. That driver's trying to get back out on track before they get there. Will he be able to? Yes, but just so. That was close. As those leaders just motor right on the inside of them, they're fine. So, what could have been a very, very sketchy moment there for our lead pack, had that guy not gotten out in time. We got another spin and incident down there at turn 4. Woo! Voice is already dying, and I still have another whole race to go. Ay, ay, ay. And some great action here tonight. Wow, that is exactly what I've been hoping to see. As it looks like this is our top 3 for our speedy cart. Now, of course, both the rentals and the speedy carts are available to rent on OrlandoCartCenter.com. Speedy carts are a bit more expensive, and whatever damage is done, the driver is held responsible. And our rentals, there are much more of them in the racing, I would say, while still extremely high of a skill gap. It's definitely easier to start out in, as Daniel Wolf continues to lose time. Down now in fourth after leading for around 3 to 4 laps. Jason Polycross just kind of running away with it at this point. There's a little sneaky move there. He's done and it's through 3. Damien was not able to catch back up to the lead pack, at least so far. There is still plenty of time left in this race. Wonder if it was something about the cart. Wonder if he just may have not been feeling it as much as he normally does. However, that is not where he normally wants to be. Of course, Jason recently stole back the lead after losing it on the first few laps from Daniel Wolf. Daniel Wolf, as a result, has dropped all the way down from first down into fourth. However, he does not need first, as he just needs to finish, as he is our current championship leader. So I wonder if that has played into his strategy a bit here tonight. Not taking any silly risks, as someone has gone into the grass a little bit. A little plume of dirt getting wafted up. As one of our marshals comes out with the checkered flag, this may be it for the race. That is it for the race. The checkered is out. The race is over. Governor the 314 winning for the speed. followed up by the 702, and followed up by Pierce in the 703. So then up, I believe that the 709 may have gotten last, but that is everyone on this lovely cool down lap going back into the pits. And give the thumbs up to everyone. Jason Hollycross, our winner for the Rentals. Oh, wow. And it looks like Daniel Wolf may have dropped all the way down to 5th after leading. That is not what he would have been hoping for here tonight. As he just kind of got eaten up once that race lead was taken from him. Or he may have finished 4th. I honestly do not know. Regardless, though, he did not end up on the podium even after starting 2nd. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Maybe that kart just was not set up the way he would have hoped it to be. So many questions that can all be asked later at the moment, but nothing to take away from our podium finishes here tonight for the Rentals and the Speedies. As these guys all come in at the end of a fantastic race, might I add. A great race here tonight. We have another one coming up for round 16, which will be our final race of the 2023 season. I shall now go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you all so much for whoever tuned in. Hope you all are having a great evening and see y'all later. Peace.